Oh yeah. Well, that just got a little brighter, baby. Where's that water damage?
Hey, how are you? Come on in.
Do you see the stark contrast between Jethro's introduction, which is what your customer was expecting this to go like, and the intro that we just saw, the one that we orchestrated, the one that we designed to make a great first impression? The most common type of air movers that you're going to be working with are the laminar, this is one out here on the end, and the axial. Now I also have a high pressure axial out here. It has limited application, but it is something that you'll use from time to time. We'll talk about that one as well. We're ready to start extraction. The first step in the extraction process, though, is to do an extraction test. To do that, we're going to start out away from the wall 2 or 3 feet with the extraction head closest to the wall. Make sure that you leave about 2 inches on the side between the rover and the wall so you don't scrape the wall, and go right on ahead and move into the corner. And then come back out. And my truck mount has been running for about 10 minutes with these panels in place. Now it's time for me to pull this panel up and see if I've pulled any water out from underneath the floor. So we'll raise it up, and you can see we got a lot of water coming out from underneath.
I can't believe this. You guys promised this wouldn't happen. You come in here, you tear the place up, you leave your equipment all over the place, and for days like that, and it's still destroyed.
Yeah? Well, you ought to be glad we even came in this dump, trying to turn it into a mansion on your chicken coop budget. You should be thanking me instead of yelling at me. When I have an interaction like... What are these breakers down here, though?
These breakers right here are what's called an arc fault breaker. They look a lot like a GFI breaker, but in essence, for our purposes, they're exactly the same. And that is that you want to stay away from putting your equipment on these circuits, if at all possible.
We're low on the wall. It's not gone more than 24 inches up the wall, but we do have carpet and pad in that particular instance. So, again, it's very important that we focus. That means that I'm taking the air that's coming from this unaffected area, drying it, and pushing it into my drying environment. That's going to create positive pressure on there. Now, as I turn this dehumidifier on, you'll note that that plastic... Here I have my evaporation set up as well. I've got air movers, I've got an E-test. Now you'll note that the air movers are not going to be set up in a vortex pattern like you might set up in a living space. Meters, the different types of meters we have and why they're so important. To understand why meters are important and having the right meters, we need to understand why we're even in business. Why does our industry exist? You have to have all the meters. You have to understand how to use them properly. If you do, you're going to be able to provide the service that your customer asked for, and most importantly, you're going to get paid for what you did. So remember to be familiar with your meters, get the best ones that you can, and use them every time on every job. Hey Shelby, what is that button for? Do you know?